So, what do you do if you're a fighting promotion and your headline, one of your fighters in your headline fight comes in way overweight? Well, in my opinion, in the case of the UFC, what you're going to do is you're going to give him what many would consider to be an easier fight to save the guy he was going to fight from an absolute shit kicking. And then once he wins that easier fight, you're going to reward him with a title fight. And that's what I see going on now. What do I mean? Now, last time we were up on here doing this Boof Life Sports was the morning of UFC 279, and that fight is come and gone. But before that, the day before, when they were doing the weigh-ins, Khamzat Chimaev came in about 8 pounds overweight. That's a huge mark to be missed right there. And what they probably should have done is just booted his ass off the card altogether. It's you're if you're 8 pounds overweight, you had no intentions of ever making weight. There was no real attempt to be able to get to that 170 pound goal. You're coming in at 178 pounds, so right? So like, why just? I'm stubborn and stammer here, but like, it's just stupidity. Or if you want to keep him on the card, why are we giving it like, you know what I mean? Did you guys see that one? And it turned out to be a good card the way everything got shooken up. And in my opinion, it was a way better card in the long run, I thought. But this is what I believe is going to happen after Khamzat Chimaev, just because and I didn't see this coming. I picked, if you all watched the first episode of the Boof Life Sports, I kind of knew Chimaev was going to fucking just whoop his ass. But I thought Holland was going to give him a go, and I thought, you know what, maybe if I throw some positive energy towards my boy Holland, then maybe he's going to come through. And I predicted a knockout, and I was hoping for a knockout, and I was dead wrong. It was about 2 minutes and 15 seconds into the second round, or into the first round, sorry, where they got tapped out, Darce choke, and it was just so dominant. And so what are they going to do now? Yeah, that's right, Johnny Blaze. I see that. You and High and Tight too. High Sini, Donkey Kong. Cheers, everyone. And this is how they reward that, right? Like I said, and I think it was to protect their kind of maybe not golden boy, but Nate Diaz is a coveted fighter for some reason. I think he's kind of been there, done that, and he's been on his way downhill for a while. It was an impressive victory last night, but if you saw what Khamzat Chimaev did to Kevin Holland last night, he was going to do the same fucking thing to Nick Diaz. I don't believe it was going to be much different than that at all. Just the way he fucking took him straight down and just absolutely ragdolled the shit out of him. But what I think, because the Diaz brothers are such a big money draw, and it is just my opinion, and I'm not no fucking insider. I got no inside scoop. I don't know anybody within these organizations. I'm just some fucking backwoods fucking heck who likes to watch a bit of sports here and there. But what I think it is that they're looking to re-sign Nate Diaz. And what'll happen is they're going to let him go down the road, and he's probably going to do, like, say, a Jake Paul fight or some other YouTuber fight, because that seems to be the thing. And he's probably going to make more money for that one fight than he's ever made in the UFC. But after he's done that, then they're going to bring Nate, keep getting them mixed up. They're going to bring Nate Diaz back, and he's going to fight the winner of the Kamaru Usman, Leon Edwards 3 fight, because that'll be coming up now. And I believe every step of the way. That's the next fight for the welterweight there. And then from there, what do, right? Usman, I think you're going to have a GSP Matt Serra situation where, Serra shocked the world. GSP came back, and it was just disgusting. This wasn't even a competition. I believe that's what we're looking at for the next Usman Edwards match. After that, what do you do, though? Right? You could have given him, you could put Chimaev in that spot and make a very good convincing case for it. But I think what was done when they had that weight fuck up was that there was kind of a thing was done. The winner of Kevin Holland and the Chimaev, you're getting that middleweight title fight. And, the winner of the headline fight there, you get the welterweight title shot there. That's just my opinion, my thoughts. Also, though, on that card, we had Irene Aldana, out of Mexico, I believe, had the first ever from the ground off your back knockout by liver kick with an axe kick to the liver when she's on her back and just took her out. Looked like she might have broke a rib or something first, but no, it was just a straight liver shot with the heel. I was like, wow, that was a good one. Or if you got go check out the prelims. What's his name? Chris Barnett and is it Josh Collier, man? A couple of big swinging heavyweights getting knocked out. And when you get when Chris Barnett wins, he does the front flip and does the big fucking thud bolt plant on his ass. But it's pretty impressive to see it, dude. That round and that big doing front flips, very, very cool. Y'all want a dab? We could probably find yourselves a dab there, guys. So trying to get on a roll here and do some yapping, but when I see that, we'll go for that. No, I can't find it. Son of a bitch. There we go. All right, dab frog coming up. So, and if y'all think if y'all think I'm crazy or I'm on glue with these theories here on the way to UFC 279 worked out there, let's hear what you think happened there. Let us know in the comment section, the live chat. I fully believe that is going to be the case there. I would like to see Chimaev versus Colby Covington. You can make a very good case for that one, but I don't think Colby's going to want to go up against Khamzat. For personally, that's a scary fight. Sorry about that. So it just makes sense that he's going to go up and he's going to fight the winner of Israel Adesanya and Alex Pereira on I believe that's the November pay-per-view. And so you'll watch that. That's my prediction. I believe you heard it here first. I haven't heard anyone else calling these predictions, and I was calling them like Friday night as soon as I heard that the shit was changing on that. My opinions. Now let's move on to a little bit of football. So today was kickoff Sunday. Huge day for us football fans. Loving it as you see it. Raider Nation, silver and black. Let's go. Pretty fucking embarrassing day for that, but I blame High and Tight for that. That's straight up. He had Derek Carr as the quarterback on his fantasy team, and you know that's Derek Carr didn't have a very good day today. He was throwing to the wrong people, not my guys. High and Tight, and so that's my scapegoat for that one. There, you get to blame for that one. But let's check out some scores in this one here pretty quick. So earlier this week on Thursday, we had Buffalo lay a stomp into the LA Rams, 31-10. Beautiful, we love it. Earlier this morning, we had Chicago over San Francisco, 19-10. We have New Orleans over Atlanta, it's 27-26. We had an OT game, Pittsburgh over Cincinnati, 23-20. We had Philly over Detroit, 38-35. I honestly didn't think it was possible for Detroit to score that many points in a game, but, you know, hey, crazy shit happens. Yeah, New England getting stomped on by Miami. It's feels good to finally see them get their asses kicked after so many years of not. Baltimore over the New York Jets, 24-19. We have the Washington, whatever they call themselves, over Jacksonville. That's 28-22. Move on down the line. I can't believe Cleveland actually won a game. That's kind of surprising. They're over Carolina, 26-24. Another OT game we've got. Are they still in OT? No. Oh, just 2020, or they're calling that tie game. That's the Indianapolis Texans game. And the final, New York Giants, Tennessee Titans, 21-20. New York Giants get the win on that one. Minnesota over Green Bay, 23-7. Kansas City over Arizona, 44-21. That one fucking hurt. And, of course, my Las Vegas Raiders losing to the Los Angeles Chargers, 24-19. Ouch, that one hurts. It is what it is. It's only week one, and it's all High and Tight's fault anyway. So, you know, what it is. Coming up here in about less than an hour, we've got Tampa Bay versus Dallas. That should be a good one. Go Tampa Bay. Dallas is just one of those teams I never could cheer for, even back in the 90s when they won 2 straight against Buffalo. Couldn't do it. And then tomorrow night, we've got Denver, Seattle. That should be interesting. See Russell Wilson going back home. Moving on over here now. Where is it? Now, since we're talking football here, let's get down to like the super important shit right here. Now we're talking the Boof ball. This is the real football league right here, where it's some great, awesome members of the community here. We got together, got a fantasy football league going on right here. And I am looking at the stats right here. So this week I'm going up against the Thunder Squad, and it looks like I'm not going to say I lost, but Thunder Squad 131.22. The Swamp Donkeys, that's my team, 115.78. We're looking at Shady and the Puss versus Terps Matter. Terps Matter's up 73-64. We've got Howie's Long, and it's Raider Dank Vader's team up over PJ's Cool Team. So that's going to be Paula. That's 160.52 over Paula's 47.5. Now, honestly, I demand that Raiders' entire team be fucking piss tested for steroid use. I don't see how it's even possible. Something's up. They just don't pass the sniff test, Raider. You're up to something, brother. We ain't buying it. Might have to have a motion to have him ousted from the league, maybe. It's clear treachery on his behalf, I gotta say. Love you, brother. And then we're moving down. We got the GC Aqua Reefers versus Hoobies Doobies. And the Aqua Reefers are up 126.5 to 67.4. And then we've got Renee's Notable Team over Bullet Man. That's 97.72 to 75.16 on the points right there. As it sits right now, it looks like I am in 4th place, which is absolutely despicable. And it also means that I now have to begrudgingly bestow the for now. I'll have it back next week. You can bet your ass on that. But for now, I guess I gotta bestow upon Raider Dank Vader the title of King Shit Supreme Ruler for life at the moment. That sucks. Nobody wants to call him that. I make a way better that. It's fuck Raider. It's a good game. I'm enjoying playing in this league with you guys. A lot of fun. Let's get over talk a little bit of baseball now. My fucking Blue Jays are an embarrassment. They lost to the fucking Texas Rangers today, 4-1, I believe that score was. But let's go move on down the fucking line here. We got the Chicago White Sox losing to the Oakland A's. We got 10-3 on that one. Ouch, I'd be embarrassed over that one too. We got the Boston Red Sox over the Baltimore Orioles. It's a 1-0 game there. That's okay because the O's are kind of chasing the Jays for a wild card spot. They are a ways back, but they are threatening nonetheless. So it's not too disappointed seeing that. We got Washington Washington Capitals over the Phillies. Are playing the Phillies right now. Phillies are up 7-5. We've got the New York Yankees. God damn them. Win final score over the Tampa Bay Rays, 10-4. Now, typically, I'll just swear and curse and mumble a bunch of bad negative words when the Yankees win. However, the Rays are actually right above us in the wild card race right now. So in this case, it kind of helps us keep, since we lost a game too, kind of held in line with the Rays right now. So we actually need the Yankees to kind of win these next couple games. Unfortunately, I hate fucking relying and saying nice things about them, but it is true. Moving down, we got St. Louis Cardinals over the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, this is some really cool shit. Albert Pujols tonight. He got home run at number 697. He's 3 away from 700 home runs. What an awesome way to cap off such an epic career would that be, to just a solid 700 runs. That would leave him 3rd all-time in runs. I think next on the list would be Babe Ruth with 714. So he's not likely to get that this year. And he's already said he's retiring after this year. So it'd just be a great way to see him go out. Huge Albert Pujols fan. I just loved watching him play all these years. Moving down, we got the New York Mets over the Miami Marlins, 9-3. And we got check this one out. Our brothers, Rosenman, Mobius, they should dig this one. The Kansas City Royals over the Detroit Lions 4-0. Good to see that one. And thank you, brothers, for that Whit Merrifield acquisition. I am a Whit Merrifield fan. Kicking it on down, we've got what is that? Cincinnati Reds over Milwaukee Brewers, losing to the Milwaukee Brewers 7-6. I'm like, oh my God, that's the fucking Chicago Bears emblem on small screen right there. I can't fucking read that. That's not fair to a fucking stoner doing dabs all day. Moving on down, we got Cleveland Guardians over the Minnesota Twins 4-1. We got the LA Angels absolutely getting stomped by the cheating ass Houston Astros. That's a 12-4 game. As I said earlier, my Toronto Blue Jays lost Texas 4-1. That's an embarrassment. No way we should have lost to them. Arizona over Colorado 12-6. Atlanta loses to Seattle 8-7. And the LA Dodgers way up over the San Diego Padres 11-2. Wow. That's a lot of fucking baseball college sports there. But that's what we've got going on for the day there. His name will still be Pools. Great stuff. So I think that's about what we got going on for tonight. That's I just wanted to get back on here, touch with that, and kind of this is what we got going on. Give you a heads up on the most important life is stuff that we're talking about is the Boof ball. That's the important one here. It's not the UFC, it's not the NFL or any of that shit. It's the Stoners Foot Fantasy League. That's the one y'all want to hear about, and we know it. Yeah, the Nate Diaz. I honestly I thought that was going to be a knockout win. I did not think he would submit Tony Ferguson, and I believe I actually said that in my predictions. You're not going to submit Tony Ferguson, so that one was a surprise. But I was not surprised to see Nate actually pull that one off. Like I said, they want to save his ass from Chimaev, so they swapped that up, gave it an easier fight. And as I said, we had Hamzat Chimaev over Kevin Holland, and that was just an embarrassment on that one. I think Li Jiangling and D-Rod, Daniel Rodriguez, I think Jing Liang, he deserves like the hero's mention for that night. I think like that. As I said, after he went in there, he weighed in at his 170 pounds for his welterweight fight. And then after everything was all said and done, he ended up going in there, stepping in against a guy that was 10 pounds heavier than him. And, the case could have been made that he actually won that one. When you look at the fact that he was, in fact, stepping in there against a 10-pound heavier guy, I probably would have ended up giving it to him. That was a close fight. So, happy to see that. But as you've seen, I'm wrong all the time with my predictions, guys. It's just me having fun. Stoner sports is what it is. Boof, Boof life sports, right? It's shit all over it. Have some fun. With that, I'm going to get out of here. We'll see you. I don't know. I'll see if I can do this once, twice a week. We'll do the sexiest goodbye in the biz. I can do this. Here's the deal. Before my Instagram account, I started that up shortly after a conversation with my buddy Mr. Grow X on there, and was talking about how I wish there was some sort of social media platform for people to talk about like rock and roll music, cannabis, and sports. Like pretty much just those three things. Maybe there might be something else that's remotely amusing to talk about, but like really those are the three most interesting things in the world, if you ask me. And he was just like, "Oh, I'm on Instagram." That's all I can think of, and I wasn't on there yet. And then I started that up, and it's what it is. And then after a little while after that, I found cannabis, and then if you pay attention to the way Cariboo Hart TV works, everything is absolutely based around cannabis. But it wasn't long after we had a cannabis before we tried adding shows in the Headbangers Bowl where we talk about music, right? Steve Marshall and the Weed Wizard and Bees. And we've actually talked about that briefly about trying to maybe bring that one back and start doing that again. And then, now there's a whole bunch of sports going on around. You it's let's talk sports now too, and it's a lot more fun to talk sports when you got a bunch of we got this fantasy football league, and the first time I was doing this one a couple of days ago, it seemed like I was getting a pretty decent response, so I appreciate that. What do we got? I can't say I do donkey with. If anyone does, hit a brother up. I think donkey may be looking. Anyways, yeah. So this is just another avenue, so I can talk sports. Maybe we'll see if we can get. Maybe every once in a while we'll see if we can get the boys like Raider and Hoobie and High and Tight on here. We'll just talk a little shit, talk a little sports and stuff like that. It's just sports fan stuff from the eyes of a sports fan. We're not professional commentators that get paid to keep shit neutral. We're heavily biased into our teams and have a lot of fun doing it. With that, I'm going to get out of here because I've clearly run out of shit to say. And I think we'll leave you with a quick shout out to our sponsors, Sticky Macro Photography, Hypathetical Genetics, Colton Bridge Graphic Design. Check them out.